June is kind of a weird month for me, um, mostly because it's like the start of like when spring gets really hot, at least where I live, and it's just like you start to want to get outside more and you start to get motivated. And for me, that's always kind of been a challenge because first of like anxiety and stuff like that, but also because of um, just because I can't drive. But I'm working on that. I have my own car and I am driving just with a permit. So like I scheduled my actual driver's test for the 24th of June. So it's like in 3-ish weeks right now, which is good. But I just kind of want to go over right now what I've been doing before that happens. Because since June is a weird month, I'm trying to like occupy myself with like stuff I can control, you know? And one thing of that is this little digital camera I have. I don't know if it's focused, but it's a Japan made camera called Tiger Boy. It says Japan on it. I don't know if that's actually the company, but it says Japan Tiger Boy on it. My dad got this like years and years ago, like a decade or two ago, probably three, honestly. But it's a film camera. It's 120 film, so not a lot of people process it anymore. But I have found someone that does, or like I think a lot of people process it still, but it's hard to scan it, you know. Um, so I found someone who can process the film, but they can't scan it, so we're gonna have to do that myself. Thankfully, my dad is a photographer or a retired photographer, so he has a bunch of like scanning tools like that. But anyways, I've been taking pictures of this. There's like 26 or 24 pictures I could take with this. So far, I've taken 13. But yeah, it's really cute. You just like pop this up, and there's another thing in the back you pop up, and you look through that, and you take the picture of that. And I think that's really cool. Like I've seen this camera before we moved to my new place, which is this. I've seen this camera before, but I've never seen my dad use it, so I was like kind of wrote it off in my mind as like something they don't make film for anymore. But then my dad was like, "Yeah, only one person makes it currently," and I'm like, and it's still pretty cheap, so I'm like, okay, I'll buy it. So yeah, been taking some film shots with this. I have no idea how it's going to turn out until I process it, but and I use the whole roll of film. But it's really cute. I love it. I love the little tiger design on it. So, and it's like gold or bronze, so it's cute. And I got like 3 rolls of film, and they're all like different varieties of film, like different color and like bloom intensity, if you like light intensity. So I'm excited to try it out. Other than that, I haven't really been reading any books, which is kind of not bad, but it's just something I would like to do more of, even though I don't feel like I have the time to do it either. And I have a lot of books like on my to be read, or at least I have one unfinished book, which is can't remember the name of it, but it's a date. It's a Stephen King um, time traveling JFK book. If you know, you know, right? But I'm like more than halfway through it, and then I just stopped reading it because of the move, and I know where it is now, but I just haven't got the courage to pick it up and read it again. I really need to do that, but yeah,